this whole thing is getting out of hand now. Slot, Salah, the club, the identity that's gone, all of that needs to stop. Now, Liverpool are going to go to Inter Milan, and I don't know what type of team is going to be put out tonight, but I know Mohamed Salah is not traveling with the team. So I want to propose a team that I think Liverpool can put in on the field that will actually go against and challenge Inter Milan. My goodness, we need to turn things around. Now, when we look at the team, Alisson Becker in goal, that's going to be very important. We're going to have to keep him out there. There isn't another option, eh? There's no other option. That's going to be our best one. Ahead of that, in our defensive line, I'm going to go with Van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate. That's going to be our most solid pairing at the back. I wasn't too impressed with what I saw at Leeds with Gomez up there. I think Konate and Virgil van Dijk is going to be our best pairing. What I want to do is at right back, because I know Conor Bradley isn't at 100% yet, I want to go in with Joe Gomez. Now, I know this is risky. I don't like it myself. Having all of your centre-backs on at the same time, it's very risky because who else do we then bring on? But I'm going to still go with Gomez over there. Bradley can come on in the second half and relieve Gomez. It seems that we have a massive problem in that right side of the park at the back, and we have seen it's cost us on numerous occasions. On left back, I'm going to go with Milos Kerkez. I'm going to start him up there. And the reason for that is there's no Cody Gakpo in this team. So I think that will allow Kerkez to just act a little different. His role changes now, and he's got a little bit more freedom to roam in the places where he is more dangerous, the places that we know he can really dominate and play. Now, ahead of them, in the start of the pivot, I'm going to go with Jones and Gravenberg, simply because Jones is a very technical player, and he brings that technical element, and we need that. We need that to safeguard the back four. We haven't been protecting our back four as clinically as I think Liverpool could. And then our tactician is going to be Gravenberg, but he needs to show up in this match. He definitely needs to show up in this match. But I'm going to put the pairing of them. Now, ahead of them, you're going to play in that 3 formation. On the left, we are going to go with Florian. No. I'm not going to play Florian Wirtz. I want Ekitike there. I want him there. We need more Ekitike Isak moments for Liverpool. This is a very strong pairing. I need the two of them together on the pitch. So on the left, we are going to go with Hugo Ekitike. In the middle, we're going to go with Florian Wirtz. That's going to be important because now we're creating another triangle up front. And then on the right-hand side, we're going to go with Dominic Szoboszlai. Simply because our star player cannot be left out. We need him in that position because we don't have Mohamed Salah in this match, and we want to save Chiesa to come on nice and early in the second half. We're not going to bring him on late. He has to come on early. Up front, we're going to go with Alexander Isak, and that completes Liverpool's attacking front line. Now, in the second half, we are going to make a number of changes. We're bringing on Bradley for Joe Gomez. We are going to bring Chiesa on for Dominic Szoboszlai. Those are going to be the important changes that's going to have to be made. And we'll most likely have to swap out Milos Kerkez and bring in Andy Robertson. Now, I just want to speak about that dynamic over there. I think Milos Kerkez knows, the opposition a little better. He knows the type of gameplay. He knows how it works in that league. And for that reason, I think he's going to be our best option at left back. But you bring in Andy Robertson in the second half. And those would be my 3 changes. We have to keep some other options open as well. There is always the option of bringing Wataru in, also just to help solidify that back line. He doesn't have everything that we need, but he's definitely got that one thing that we need, and that is that solidity in his defensive play, able to hold the ball very well and able to distribute. And that is beautiful. That is what we want. But that is how I I would go into this Inter Milan game. No Mohamed Salah. This whole situation is getting out of hand. I do not like it. This is not the identity of Liverpool Football Club. This is certainly not the club that I fell in love with back in the 1980s. And I'm sure it's not the type of club that you had fallen in love with. But, the club is going through a storm at the moment. And if anything, we know as Liverpool fans and, part of the ethos of the club is when we walk through a storm, hold your head up high. The storms won't last, but tough people and a tough team definitely will. So there we have it. That is my starting 11 for the match against Inter Milan later tonight. Let me know in the comments what your starting 11 would be. Do you agree with mine? Do you disagree? Or what are your thoughts on the whole Salah versus Arne Slot debacle? Drop that in the comments as well. Smash a like button on this video. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. About 90% of y'all are not yet subscribed. I'm on my way to reach 50 subscribers. That is the next goal. So help me get to that goal. Help me achieve that. And I thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.